Now, Lake of the Ozarks News Update. Stories, events, activities, and entertainment information of interest in and around the lake area.
I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake News Update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com. Big news on the water is Lake Race organizers last week announced a new development for the event. Lake Race will be joining forces with Smokin' the Sound, a boat race out of Biloxi, Mississippi, to make those two races the beginning of a new invitational power boating series. The collaboration could bring a bigger purse to race winners, as well as increased media coverage and more competitors in next year's race, already scheduled for June 7th through the 9th.
And on the land, another development has been unveiled that promises to add an off-season boost to the lake area. The lodge at Old Kinderhook is slated to open in late 2014. It'll include 84 guest rooms, a conference center, and an outdoor ice skating rink. Political dignitaries and community leaders attended the unveiling last week, where several speakers pointed to the economic benefits the new lodge will bring to the lake.
The Lori government is making a move this week. City staff and the police department will be packing up and relocating into the RE/MAX at the Lake Building on Highway 5. The city closed on the building last week at a cost of $734,000 plus more than $200,000 in renovations. Lori Public Works Director Ed Young asked for patience from citizens trying to contact the city while phone systems are changed over and equipment is hooked up this week. There should be no interruption in city police service, however, since 911 calls are routed through the Morgan County Sheriff's Department. The first Board of Aldermen meeting in the new City Hall will be at 6 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday, November 16th.
A Camdenton woman was killed in a crash Friday when her minivan hit a utility pole in the early hours of the morning. According to the Missouri Highway Patrol, Sarah Rhoda was driving east through Camdenton on Highway 54 when she went off the right side of the road and hit a utility pole near Laker Pride Road. Rhoda was reportedly not wearing a seatbelt and was pronounced dead at the scene of the accident.
Supermarket in the village has asked for about $750,000 in additional tax increment financing as the store faced more expense than was expected in excavating rock at the new site. A public hearing on November 6th will address the potential increase. The Community Improvement District for the region has already increased its sales tax by 1/4%, and the TIF increase would cover the remaining balance. An increase would also mean a longer payout of the TIF debt service.
A Missouri congressman who represented the lake area for 34 years died last week. Ike Skelton was elected as 4th District Congressman back in 1977. He served until 2011. During his time in office, Skelton was the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. Skelton was a pro-gun, anti-abortion Democrat who voted against the Affordable Care Act in 2010. Senator Roy Blunt, in a statement, pointed to Skelton's dedication to America's defense and his love of his country. Ike Skelton was 81 years old.
Oh. The fall fishing is picking up as weather gets cooler and fish begin to feed, but there are still plenty of challenges on the water, and local fishing guide Jim Dill has a few tips to avoid fall fishing woes. As bass chase the shad to the shore, they'll often hang out around concrete piers next to docks. But those piers can be surrounded by braces and cables, making casting difficult. With a little extra care, Dill says an angler should flip a buzzbait alongside those piers and the big bass will likely hit. And in the unpredictable fall weather, Dill says there will be predictable challenges. The first clear day after clouds and rain can be tough fishing. But if you can't resist going out for a few hours, a white buzzbait is a good choice in sunny weather, and black ones work well on cloudy days.
An auction and dinner fundraiser at the lake will bring in thousands for the March of Dimes this week. The Signature Chefs auction, scheduled for Wednesday night at the Lodge of Four Seasons, will feature dozens of local chefs offering unlimited food and drinks. Following the dinner, an auction conducted by Rick Bryant will sell chef packages, and all proceeds benefit the March of Dimes, which provides research and materials to help prevent premature births and care for babies born early.
On Thursday, the Mid-Missouri Youth Orchestra and Lake Area Strings will perform at First Baptist Church in Camdenton. The event is free to the public and the performance begins at 7 p.m.
Beginning this Friday, the Main Street Music Hall begins its Christmas show performances. The show will run on the weekends through November, and in December, there will be a show every day except Mondays. Tickets are $20 for adults, $18 for seniors, $11 for children age 5 to 12, and kids under 5 get in free.
On Saturday, a new pub crawl event is coming to the lake. The Lake Stock Fall Crawl will bring partiers to bars featuring live music from 4:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. The cost is $10 per person, and more information is available at lakestockfallcrawl.com.
Also on Saturday night, Taiko Japanese drummers will fill Camden High School with rhythm. The music and dance performance will be in the R.C. Worthen Auditorium at 7 p.m. and the cost is $10 for adults and $5 for students.
And Sunday evening, the Ozark Jazz Society program is coming to the Osage National Golf Resort from 5 to 9 p.m. Admission is $12.50 for the general public and $10 for Jazz Society members. Reservations are required for the optional buffet from 5 to 6, and there will be a cash bar all evening. I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this has been your Lake News Update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com.